Alright, so this has been something in the making for several patches, right? Ever since my beginner to pro series where I took a brand new account from rank 30 all the way to pro rank, I've been playing a lot of pirates, and over the last few seasons I think that they've still been pretty good, yet underplayed. Now, with Golden Necker being there, I could understand why maybe sometimes they would get tempoed on. In my previous versions, I put things like Ring of Favor to help sort of combat that, but I feel like with the direction the game's heading right now, we don't necessarily need cards like this, and right now we could put in a lot of those core control tools that really made pirates pirates, and I like playing mine as non-devotion. I feel like there's a lot more flexibility, and you know what? Every single time I put out a pirates deck, there's one thing that everyone says they don't like about it, and the problem with this deck right now has been solved, and I think with that problem being solved, believe it or not, this deck could be more in the forefront of the meta. And if you don't believe me, I got 8 games with live commentary for reference today, but the card I'm talking about would be Triss Butterflies. So with this here, shuffle a card from your hand into your deck, then draw a unit of your choice and boost it by 3. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you look at it here, what if we're missing Terror of the Seas, right? We need to have this card early game to accumulate armor on this card so that we can get a huge crazy removal at the late game. And, you know, being able to look for that card right away makes a big difference, right? What if we're missing, for example, a squirrel in a matchup where we want to take away a Melusine from the grave? Or what if we're missing a Hammond in a matchup where we need to push back a defender so we can Heatwave a Kelly, right? There are a lot of things that we can go and grab when we need. Right? If we have extra time and space, we could even go and take something like Crack on Crate. If we've got discard targets like the Tursic Skirmishers, and we have the Morkvarg, but we don't have the Burna or the Coral, well, we can get that extra one that we're missing. There's a lot of stuff. What if we go into round 3, we don't Fukusha? You see what I'm trying to say? There are so many different things with Triss that just make a lot of sense here. And it plays for way better situation than taking something like Decree, because maybe sometimes we just want to have it, but we don't want to play it that same turn. Feels so good with a card like this, right? So the overall strategy with this deck is to basically get out cards that are going to be inflicting damage on a turnly basis in round 1, like the on-crate longships. Whenever your opponent plays a unit on their side of the battlefield, deal 1 damage to it. So we hope that they play a lot. But every time that, you know, something gets damaged on their side of the playing field, we're going to get 1 armor on all pirates and ships in our hand. So we're going to be able to build up the Terror of the Seas. We're going to be able to build up the Diamond Light Longships to help complete removals later. Imagine this card sitting there at 5 base power but 10 armor. We basically have 1 free damage every single turn for an entire long round 3. And it's extremely difficult for the opponent to remove this. And it becomes very, very lethal when you combine the pings from this with the 2 damage from like the Raider, for example. We've got pings coming off the Crack on Crate, the leader charges at 3 damage each, Fukusha Rain pings, you know what I mean? Everything that the opponent tries to get started just gets removed, and that's kind of the idea behind it, right? Being able to pad stuff with a bunch of armor allows us to play it next to the Crack on Crate and get a little bit more removal reach. Now, I find that this card generally will get Heatwaved or it'll get Philippa'd, and I used to think that that was a bad thing. However, I don't mind it anymore, because if you look at it this way, we get 2 armor on 3 things. So even if they take a Heatwave afterwards, the damage has already been done, because now we can keep one of these going and to keep it out of 5-point removal reach. Now we can get extra padding on Terror of the Seas for a larger removal late game, and then we can also, you know, keep one of the boats safe or the Raider safe. You see what I mean? The damage has already been done, so that's kind of the idea here. Fukusha generally pulls a bronze card. We've got really good options with the boats or the Raiders. However, we also have really good options with like Junid and the discard stuff if we miss things, right? If we are in a very short round 3, Crack could even be a game-winning condition, right? So use Fukusha however which way you like. We do have the option to take it for something like Morkvarg as well if we're playing into a really greedy matchup. Maybe someone who's still running Ring of Favor, right? So plenty of options there with Fukusha. Heatwave just feels necessary because there's a lot of siege going around right now. There's a lot of defenders we need to get around or something's going to be a problem. There's a lot of self-wound going around. So to have something like this just feels great. I didn't want to go put Muzzle in because I felt like there was enough assimilate on the ladder that Muzzle could be actually kind of bad for us. Because if I go and take something from them, we're going to be giving it spying, which is going to help their Terra Nova or like their coup rather, like all that type of stuff. So I just didn't want to deal with that, you know what I mean? But Heatwave's just nice, remove something from the game, plain and simple. The Morkvarg is going to be our second tall punish, damage an enemy unit by 1, repeat until target is damaged, right? So this will eliminate a King of Beggars. This will, you know, punish something that they've taken Ring of Favor. If opponent uses Ornate Sensor, this will be a good punish to that. There's plenty of applications for Morkvarg. This will also remove a token that comes off, like, you know, one of the token defenders for Syndicate, how they have the 2 scarabs. This will just remove it plain out because it's damaged till damaged, right? So one of them's gone, leader off the other. We get to whatever else behind that. Just really good applications for that here. Coral's a good damage engine, but also a consistency tool. So draw a card, discard a card. Whenever you discard a card, damage a random enemy unit by 2. So we can play Coral, and, you know, we could play Burna as a follow-up, and we're looking to discard the Morkvargs and the Skirmishers. And, you know, worst case, we have to discard something else. Gutting Slash is usually okay. Invaders are kind of a target as well, because playing them from hand's one of our weakest plays overall, right? So that's kind of what we have there for that. And just good points overall. Journey is just so good because we have so many ways of setting this up. It doesn't have to be the tallest thing on the opponent's side of the playing field. It could be just about anything that appears to be a threat, right? So full test Pride's 5 base power with 1 armor, but we know it could play for like 20 points. You can just even take a leader charge Journey if you have to, and that feels okay in a matchup like that. So if it's damaged, we can destroy it. We've got tons of ways to damage things. This is just a good way to destroy it. In the past, I would have put Turgvi, but over the last couple seasons, I'm finding Junid is that 1 provision less, and it just feels like a same turn removal, opposed to having to wait till the end of the opponent's turn, which is not as good, right? Triss is like the wild card here, so we've talked about it. You guys know what the deal with this is and why it's so special in the deck, right? We've got Fleet just to help thin a little bit more, play a bronze ship from our deck, and give bleeding for 4 turns. We ideally want to keep the long ships in hand because we want them to get a lot of armor, and we want to play maybe one of these long ships off of it, right? So just keep that in mind when you're taking your mulligans. This is the one you're looking to pull most often with the raiding fleet, right? Talked about Terror of the Sea, pretty simple. Discard target here. We talked about pretty much the rest of the deck here. Squirrel Tech is going to play for like 30 points in some cases. So this is the deck, guys. If you're looking for honorable mentions, you know, it's possible, you know, maybe you dump the invaders and you put something else. But really, I think that they're just safe to have. We want to have extra targets to give armor to with the Crack-On Crate, you know. Consideration to dump one of them for a Scald, but for what it's worth, we usually thin down to about 3, 4, so it feels good like that. I mean, how much thinning do you really want? So I like it the way it is, and I've played enough games with it to really think that this is the one, you know, and that this could just take you there. I actually believe that this is going to be more towards the meta, guys. If you think about all the matchups you're having, this has something for everyone, okay? And, you know, I honestly believe that this could take you well above 2,500 if you grind it. It just feels that sound and solid. And, you know, although I've been playing it for a few seasons, like this one, it's like it's all coming together. So I'm really happy about it here. Definitely give this one a try, guys. And if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. They're talking about a huge storm coming today. I'm hoping that the power doesn't go out because I really want to continue to work on some deck guides. I've been hit with so many obstacles this week, right? Internet problems, storm on the way, like all types of stuff, but we're pushing through it, guys. We're pushing the 10K subs, so we'll make it happen the best we can. And looking forward to being back tomorrow with another one, hopefully. So we'll see you then. But for now, let's get into the gameplay. So we got Blaze of Glory coming up here first. How do I feel about this? Could put that back for sure. Got a lot of boats. I think its fleet goes for this. We put one of these back because we want to hold this. I don't think Gunning Slash is fast enough for round 1. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll play Triss first. Probably put Morkvarg back in the deck. I don't think it's going to be very good for us here. We'll pull Terror with us here, and we should just be good. Yeah. Huge play. And then when they go ahead and play here, we can just go and take the Coral, right? Yeah. I mean, it's that or we just take Fleet. Fleet's pretty good for a thin here. I'm not in a rush. Doesn't hurt it, but we get the bleeding off that, which is kind of good, right? Here.
I can do a great deal more for you.
So we'll do 1. Hit that, please. Let's go. If I was smart... Well, they could remove that, actually. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we take the 2 damage. I don't think we're supposed to greed it at all, right? And then, honestly, it's going to be this one that goes... Hopefully we hit there. That's fine. It's going to be very tough to play into this more. I think we take Berna if they don't answer the... Okay, they got it. Okay, so here's the thing. I believe that I'm supposed to pass here. I don't think they can do it unless they take leader. Okay, if they have another one of those, that's kind of bad. I always forget about the Primal Savageries that are the most underrated card. If they go Vabjorn into another one of those, we're just in trouble. But if it's many other things, like, we should just be okay. Yeah, it's gonna be that, so they'll just pull another one. Damn, eh? You know what, though? We did well. We have a lot of stuff here. Okay. I feel like Burna might be a good play to save for later. It's probably just the boat that we put down here. Yeah. Good. Morkvarg doesn't feel great unless it's against Bran. Which, even then, it's not crazy good, you know? We have Heatwave and stuff. I think we can put that back for now. That's much better. Let's play Crack first. They'll probably try and get rid of it. here. 1, 2, and 3. The extra armor is going to be really nice for this whole play. They'll try to remove that right now. Who knows? Maybe they even take ice to remove it. And we have actually a really good Junid for the Jutta if they play it early, because we can just do ping from boat and just take it out. Otherwise, just Heatwave it. Yeah, they're gonna do it, which is crazy. Hopefully, it goes melee. Yeah.
No one else dares face me.
If they're running Compass, it's a big deal. I think we just play non-interactive here. Make it kind of awkward for them. I do run Compass in one of my versions, which makes it kind of sketchy, you know? Okay. Burna feels pretty good too.
Stand before the Queen of Skellige.
Surely it's going to be these two. We got horrible draws, like, if I just had one raider, guys.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Let's see here. Fukusha into a boat gives the most rain. And also it makes them overcommit on removal. So first turn does nothing, but 4 more turns. You do another 8. We've got one pirate here. We got to set up another one for the Hammond. Actually, we don't have one. That's fine. Okay. So if I put this, they'll just get rid of it. It's got to be Herald and I think we're supposed to still take. Just split it up a little bit. I want to keep these going, but there's 3. They'll use here. I don't know. If I slash it, I might be able to get rid of it afterwards. They have nothing they can bring back with Herald. So, actually, maybe that's a win condition, just making it worse. Because so far it's looking Devotion.
You die already, or need I kill you again?
Here's what we'll do. Yeah, I'm not gonna fall into the trap, you know? Just put that there, give bleeding. So, they used it, I take my slash, right? I take my slash or I take my Junned? It's a good Junned. No, Junned's at 7 there. We take slash. So they might have Fukusha, right? That's one of the big things I'm waiting for. Maybe a couple raids. How many more can they fit, though? Maybe one more of this, one more of this. And for the life of me, I can't remember if they played Blood Eagle. Minus the 1. I really hope I don't set up Fukusha for them. Yeah, we'll take that here. Get rid of the Bloodthirst. Take Squirrel. Take Squirrel and the Vabjorn, because that's like the only thing at this point they could take Fukusha on. And Rain is done. Oh, they're going to get the Raider back. It'll be late, though. 13 removal. That's good. Yeah. I think it's going to be Bran and Fukusha. But at this point, we have to remove stuff. Fukusha takes the 4, but they only get the 1 turn. Okay, there's Mork. You think they'd pound through this just in case? I should just do it for them here. Maybe last play Bran missed Fukusha? Yeah. Alright, we got Syndicate off the books coming up here next. Good, good, good. Good. Bad. I don't really care too much about Gunning Slash. That's not good. That's not bad at all. Yeah. Okay, so I'm surprised that they're using Tactical Advantage instead of Crystal Skull. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll play this first because I think it's worth it. Get these boats padded up here, and then we can just sort of chip away, you know? It's a big deal. So we got 3 at least, right? This one will get 4 if I play this one first. If they play a card, because the ping, so it's not going to be taking damage. Yeah.
It could very well be the deal of a lifetime.
Yeah, Tiger's Eye instead of TA just makes more sense to me. Yeah, the 2, okay, that's what I meant to say. The 2 goes, the 1 doesn't go. That's fine. What are they going to take? A leader charge for what? They're going to take Crack away? I I think we put these two down here. We try and take the discard packages. If they pass, we get a couple discards and we're fine. If they play into it, we get a lot of armor carryover, and that's what we want. 2 leader charges out of the way, Philippa out of the way. I think it's a good trade. Conjurer's Candle probably means that they're going to want to try and push for 2-0, and I feel pretty good about that. Otherwise, they're just trying to pass and give a little bit less value to our big play here, but I think it's time that we just go and take this for that reason, right? Wow. We're getting what we want. But now we're starting to see the trades. Okay. Can I do it in 2? 6 removal? I don't think we're supposed to play here. Because they used half leader. We have a handful of, like, good cards going forward. It's just this many points. Like, how do we do that, you know? Because these are engines that need them to play. This sits for 11. Yeah, it's too expensive. I think we have a better shot trying to defend. Okay, that's good to see. Triss, I mean, it's one of those things that we get a pass, we get some carryover, right? I don't love Invader. I think Triss is going to be the pass card, you know? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We do get more boats. Imagine without the discards even. We're doing pretty well. They bluffing? We're gonna play this because if they bleed, I want to get the most value possible off that, but also at the same time we get the armor on the pass, and we can still play Triss.
The tongue can conceal the truth, the eyes never.
So this plays for 8, 11, and then when they bring it back, it plays for quite a bit. That could actually be the best Heatwave. Because I think that they're going to be using Cirrus. And it plays for more, if you think about it, than Savola. Yeah, you see? Gotta get rid of this now. What's the plan? I don't really want to use something like Terror, you know?
Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
Okay. We'll take this first because we get the hand buff with the armor, right? We take a boat probably, right?
Your descendants, my beloved, sacrifices for Melusi,
12 plus the 1 and the 2. I think we want to save card, don't we? Actually, you know what? It's too expensive. Just a random ping does nothing for me, you know? I'd rather give them back card. Okay. They just flip and get so much value from that, don't they? Is there anything else we could do? We gotta get rid of this Disciple. But just playing for 10 kind of feels bad, you know? But there's 22 points. We gotta start doing things. Let's say there. That's 1. 3's next turn. Junid feels good for the mage, but not for that. The mage, because they're going to be getting the extra, right? Whenever they, you know, the extra coins whenever they take a tribute. Okay, we just played into that a little bit. But there's 3 though, so now we'll get this out of the way.
Women, children, elders.
It's kind of annoying, wasn't it? On a pass, we still play Triss, but okay, 3.
Nobody expects the British Inquisition.
10. And then there's 2. We gotta get rid of that damn thing. Here, let's just do this for now, though. They'll get 3 points back from this. They'll do the flip here, which is giving them 2 back. We have the bleeding there. I have like a really tall removal, which is nice. They take the tribute. We gotta play this next because if they go all in, I gotta have, you know, we gotta have Triss ready. Hopefully they pass right here. Now the big question is, do I take Berna or do I take Morkvarg? I think I'm supposed to take Morkvarg. Actually, Berna. Actually, no, we just take the terror back. What am I saying? It doesn't work like that. Here, just in case we don't mess up math. Actually, it would have been better to hit this for the 19, but what are we actually going to fight against that's more than that, you know? So if I can play Berna and get the perfect discards, I think we just win the game. It's an if. Take that. That's a big risk. At this point, though, we actually have to play for points. They have no coins, but I think that they have the whole King of Beggars, like a lot of stuff, you know? They played pretty thirsty, though.
The docks! The docks! Which way to the docks?
Probably just go ahead and play something like this. Split up the rows, maybe.
We'll tend your ankle biters too.
Actually, Morkvark on King of Beggars feels pretty good. I just don't think we're going to get it. Maybe we don't. I'll go on this one here just in case that's the best I have to remove. It's 4.
You miss one bloody lecture on portals, finish your life.
What's it going to be? We got 8 less the 6. 18. They got to beat 12 points. They don't have enough for the tribute. Marils. Next up we got Shield Wall. And we have reason to believe that this could be like the Varaxis King version, right? Devotion, because the buffs that they got to it. We'll see what it is. We are going first. We've got 1 discard. We've got a Thin here. Triss could be actually very good. Gotta have one of these in hand. I think it's probably for the best. This feels like it can go back. 2's kind of rough, you know? This for Amphibious. I think I'm supposed to put back something like... Here, maybe that. Okay, that's better. Because I drew Terror, which means we can go... We could take Berna, or we could take Coral. I think it's supposed to be Coral in this case, because we have 2. Yeah, that's perfect. Actually, a pretty good proactive opening turn as well. Put back in the deck. We'll just go ahead with the... I think it's Gutting Slash. What's nice too is that this is like a low tempo play, but then it's backed up by something like this, which is actually very good. Is this Golden Necker? Here. We gotta break through that shield, and yeah. Okay. Good. Good trades, good value. They take a leader off that to get the 2 extra, sure. They don't have Erendite in this deck anymore, so I'm feeling pretty good about that, guys. Otherwise, we'd just be in trouble. I'll put that one. Come on. Let's get something good here. I suppose that gets us out in front. This goes -1 next turn, gives us more armor. They just take the vitality? Ah, okay. Sure. So I don't think we're gonna lose on even here, guys. Like, this is doing not so bad so far. +2, +3, -1. Gold, 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 gold. I think I'm going to let him have it. So bringing the favors out of the way, they only have 1 artifact left for Golden Necker. Siri Nova, okay. Once we take the shield off it here. So we go ping removal for Keldar. I think we can just put back Squirrel. It's not what I thought it was. Here. This is really good. This is not. It's a bit better. So as far as control in my list, I think there was Erendite before the change and like a Margarita. So yeah, maybe they have a lock, but maybe that's it. Actually, I'll play the 1. Morkvark's gonna do very well here. Okay. It's gotta be this. Whoops, wrong card. We gotta do the 1, 2, and 3, right? And I'm not gonna put them beside. I kind of want to keep the armor on this for different reasons, right? But we'll remove that. Just ping it, hit it, finish the kill. What's the duel for? I still don't think they have a movement tech. 4 less the 1. We probably just play it here then. Actually, there's more bleeding though. Yeah, that's alright. I would be so surprised if they had something to push it back and they put another shield on it. It just doesn't make sense. Horrible trades for me. That's definitely what we want to do, because they're going to hit Adrenaline on this turn, so if they force it, we got to be able to deal with it, right? And I'm talking specifically about the Keldar, right? Okay, this has bleeding. Okay, this is like a really good push. We take the Junit off that, plays for so much points. Just get the free points here too. Now we're defending card, now we're in a good spot, and I think we just win the game. Because if they're going to take Keldar, it's too late. If they're going to take Golden Necker, like we have so much stuff established already to deal with it. Yeah, see? And then we can just float one of these and just prepare for all those shields. Yeah. So we could deal with the Ragnar, and we could deal with the Keldar. Well, we have a Heatwave now too. Yeah, we just win. I don't even think we need to take a mulligan. Well, maybe... Okay, Fakusha's really good. Maybe we try to find that. Okay. I lost 3 points. Whatever. Let's do it without Fakusha. I'll just chuck it away, actually. It's fun. Here. We float this to get the most points. Yeah. Then we'll just take Berna. And I think it was just better that we looked. Yeah. Yeah. That's fine.
Tell me what you see. Be specific.
Probably just take a Heatwave on it. We save resources, right? No shield, you know? Alright, so next up here we got Stockpile Northern Realms. When I see Curse Scroll, I think it's the muted generator version, so we want to play pretty deep here. I think we want to actually win this round. Fakusha might go. We still have a way to get Fakusha. I think Morkvar can go in round 1 at least. That looks pretty good. Now, do I ever take... It's up in the air. I think I take Terror instead of Fakusha. Yeah. Put this back, of course. It's kind of slow. Everyone's probably looking at this like, why? But it's the way I'm telling you. And I hope no one copies this before the guide's out, because this is, like, pretty sweet.
I pass on every 10th round.
Do I roll 50-50? It's literally a 50-50. I need to hit the Carabalista. Okay. We just gotta leave it at this point. They'll take 2 off it. Okay, we can get rid of one of them at least.
We shall do it my way.
I'm starting to think that these are a little bit ambitious. Maybe one of them goes. I want to hold on to that. There's a lot of golds going around. I don't know if we're ever going to see, like, Amphibious, you know? Here. Feels kind of dumb not to do anything about this, though, if I'm being honest. But it's also kind of early. Let's wait. Because if I push it, it's dealt with, you know? Yeah. Give me one of those. Just get the bleeding there. Then I take Carabalista and I'll push it to melee. Let's hope they don't winch it or something. This is not that important for me at this point because we took all the discard stuff. Yeah. Wow. And to think we put the squirrel back, you know, that's the problem with it. It's like you have tech cards to use them, but then sometimes there'll be like a situation where it just doesn't work well. That's quite a lot.
Left, right.
They use the 2. Okay. Sure. 20 points. I think I'm going to take the carryover approach. No one said we had to win this round, right? It's 5 on it. Wow. I think, personally, it's a little bit too early for this. And that. Isn't that kind of the biggest threat of the matchup? We've got tons of armor here too. 39 or 31 to 9. It's like it's obviously a pass, but okay. Maybe that's a good thing because when they play Siege later on, we can just deal with that situation, you know? We've got Heatwave for it. Okay. It'll be, I think, 1 goes. We have nothing for this yet, so we'll put that back. Okay. You gotta hope they don't bleed, because I have Fukusha missing. Is it ever just playing this from hand? Yeah, because even so, we've got 2 discards if I do take back a Burna, but chances are we're going to be taking back one of the bronzes, right? So it just works out. They have pretty well everything they need, as do we. Okay. 1 and 2 feels pretty good, though. I think we're just going to keep it. We'll float this and warm it up so that if they play a 5, we can remove it. And then, you know, we can get the boat set up too. That works. They drop scenario here. Let's deal with that. That's a lot of points. Work feels pretty good. Because look, it brings it down to 2, and then we just chip it, right? Now, Radovid's going to be removed as well. Easy right there. Heatwave for scenario. Okay. You'd think that's what they play, yeah. We'll just deal with that, how we deal with that.
I've had men killed for less.
It might just be Junid, guys. Because Junid gets rid of the 3, the 4-5, plus whatever else. I don't feel really bad about it. We'll just dome this, I think, and then go from there. We don't want to give it crew because it's going to start chipping at our good stuff here. Actually, maybe Fukusha goes soon. Fukusha plus 1 leader feels pretty good for ranged. Look, if I take it now, we got like 5 turns of rain. And then we can just hit the 1 and just 50-50 it kind of thing. Of course. Now, we'll take Caraballista, we'll push it. Oh, I messed that up a little bit, didn't I? No, we have 2 pirates, we have 2 pirates. We get 4 bleeding to that. But it's one of those things where we have to get down Hammond as soon as possible, and then we got to start getting these down, because otherwise we're losing a lot of value on the boats. But on the bright side, it is protecting us if they have bombardments, so I don't feel all that bad about it. That's going to play for... Okay. Let's get this over with. Starting to wish I saved the second leader charge because we would have had Hensel, but it feels pretty fine. Okay, here's the plan. Put this here. Take that forward. We gotta get rid of that because the leader charges make a big difference. They've got the rain there. That's a 9p. It actually just makes sense to remove that just in case we keep missing it. You see? And then this comes forward and we drill it with that. We'll see. That's kind of important. It's not really the sequencing I want, guys, but I think we just have to do it this way to win the game. Okay, we'll put this down next. Here we go. 9, okay. Everything's preventing me from doing this the way I want to do this. Even if they have Heatwave, we should be good. I think most of the provisions are spent. Okay. Just a little bit more armor on the last one. We get 2 pings going for the last turn. Lots of rain. Yeah. We're just doing pretty well here. The one here. Okay, there we go. So next up we got Stockpile Siege probably, right? That's an annoying stratagem to have for what we're trying to do. Okay, 2 of these, really good for round 1. This does absolutely nothing for me. Morkvar could be kind of good, you know? Maybe what they're trying to do is use Rafford's Vengeance in this one here, and they want to give it a shield just in case. I feel like Squirrel's not the pushing card here. Yeah. At this point, I'd rather have Squirrel, though. Okay, what happens if I just Heatwave this? Is that actually good? Last time I didn't. This time I think I'm going to try it. Because if we don't, Yeah, because they'll be setting up a long round. Like, tons and tons of carryover. Now we can just answer all this stuff, you know?
I pass on every 10th round.
It's kind of a big play. Yeah, look, they would have had all these, you know, well, these summoned, but... My theory behind this is by pushing this way and heatwaving the muted generator, then they'll have to play siege if we can beat them, and then we can just pass on siege later. And I'm hoping that that's enough, you know what I mean? Okay. So then this feels like a pretty good Morkvark to me. Problem is just... I mean, what else would we do, yeah? We just hit the one, though. We don't need to use the leader or anything. It's too expensive that way. They'll get some good points from that before it's gone. Go after boat. We'll trade engines at this point. If they don't play like a warfare card. Hammond's really nice to see. Yeah. Honestly, we play it early because we gotta get this going. Otherwise, they get too many points from it. So I think 3 bleeding's more than enough. Just get that out of the way here too. Bulldozing gold cards in round 1. I'm trying to get a bit of space because I know that they have a lot of just like low tempo plays, like these 5 provision cards, so we could start flooring down these ones soon. Right? 5 points, all that type of stuff. This is going to be a bit faster, so I might need to use one more quick turn, like a raiding fleet.
Again and again.
Nice. Bleeding on 2, we got the boat down, so we're doing pretty well. And then now we could just kind of... I think we want to keep the longship. I don't mind playing like these two, though. Invader is probably my next bet. That or one of these, because we got to warm this up, you know? So here's the idea, guys. Look, it was an expensive round 1, but it means that they don't get carryover, and we could just pass on siege, right? They've used the first echo, so now we can try and get out the second echo on at least one of those cards. Here. Good. Not very good. Better. Get the full discard. I really wish we had Triss for the terror, but I think it's still winnable without it. Just get this ready here. This is more of our bronze round. Gotta get a Radovid, Hensel, tons of stuff like that. Two. I think it's got to be that and leader, you know? It's just a lot of points if we don't. Four charges is like a lot of points, you know? And unless we get them down to a very short round and we get rid of their echoes, we could be in trouble here, so. Let's see about that. Nothing to play just yet. I think we actually take this. The idea is if they play beside it, we can get a really good Fukusha for a boat. I hit the 2. So this is a little slower than this. I think we actually go the other way. So 2, then the 3. We just take that, right?
You shall never find peace.
And tough. I think we're gonna take the boat. Yeah. Just feels like more value. So if they play scenario, it's on range row, it's gonna start clipping the rain. Good. We just eat that. That's no problem. The hen cell play basically takes them away here. Okay. We've got a lot of armor. We don't care about crew anymore. Or about the armor in hand, really.
Stand before the Queen of Skellige.
We want the most points. We're going to take these two. There we go. And then I think that's where we need to pass. Folta's Pride's nasty. Super nasty play. You know what though? Bloodthirst 2. Ah, it's still pretty nasty. Let's get out all this leader stuff. There we go. Yeah. There. So hopefully, well, I would imagine Oniro, Amphibious, Hensel. Yeah, we're going to see one of the echoes for something just like low tempo or not so great. How many Carapace was that? There's 1, 2, 1, 2. I guess maybe like a siege tower off the Henselt then? Or one of these. This does nothing. This is actually pretty good. Just like defensive, you know? Is gutting slash the play? Maybe not. Maybe we do better. Triss is actually not bad. Yeah, draw anything else. Damage by 3. Regretting that now, like, they can get rid of this pretty easily, and that's kind of my setup for the Junnid. So Triss is going to play for this. Yeah. Let's put the cheap one back, and we'll pull the better one. This is fine. We get the 9 here. And then we also have a chance of pulling the skirm, which is really nice. So we'll take it. Okay. We're just not getting it, guys. I'm gonna have 4 damage. It's base power 4. So if I deal 4 to it... Then it's at 3, then we remove it, and we just play that. We should win the game. It's damaged by 1. There's 3, we take that. Yeah, we're good. There we go. You see? Not too bad. Okay, we got off the books coming up here next. Crystal Skull. It's basically everything but Tiger's Eye, right? This hand feels super expensive. This doesn't do much for me here. I think I'd rather have the removal. Yeah. Okay, Coral's great. Good. Is that going to be what they remove? They click. This could be so many points. I'm conflicted because I want to remove this, but I don't think it's worth taking a leader charge for. Heatwave's obviously very expensive. Like, there's not a lot of stuff we want to use here, right? But gutting slash 1 leader feels okay. If I do that, though, it's all I can commit for this round for leader. I think we're supposed to. Just, yeah, have your stupid token. Maybe we can provoke like a Cyrus play early.
Nobody expects the Nilfgaard position.
Okay, there's the Heatwave. That's clean. The 8, 10, plus the 4 in the following rounds, plus the 2. It seems to be the best Heatwave so far. It feels really stupid Heatwaving a 4 provision card, but it seems to be paying off in the few games that I tried this out. Since they have nothing to play now, we can just start dumping stuff like this. And did we spend a lot? Not really. Just 1 Heatwave. That's Philip, okay. Plus a 4? I don't know. I think seeing Philippa there is kind of nice. Here's the thing. If I take leader, it plays for 5 instead of 3, but I think it's too expensive still. Let's just let it happen. Yeah. Boost adjacent units by 1, sure. Actually, Triss feels great. We could put, yeah, we'll put this back in the deck. And we just draw Berna. And then hopefully we can get some good value on the discards, right? Just thin out some bronzes so that we can just play into round, yeah. Fingers crossed they take a spender. Create a 4, yeah. It's alright. I don't think that's going to have any synergy with what they're doing.
We shall do it my way.
That's 1 armor. We could still take it back with Fukusha later, so we'll do it that way. Professor into that. It's going to be 6. 17. Okay, let's have another look at it here. So Professor's out of the way. Philippa's out of the way. Candle is spent. This thins, which is helpful for them. We spent 1 and 2. We've got the setup for Fukusha. Here's the problem, is if I go ahead and take Fukusha here, it's not really good for me. We just let it happen like that. 12, 10, 6, 7, 9, 8, 9, 10. We've got the carryover, like, well, we've got the thinning, or like the consistency tool type play out of the way. Don't think we need squirrel because they have knickers instead of boat. I think Morpher is not bad, but let's just put it back for now. We've got a boat. There's 3 on it. Do I ever just play crack on a pass? Because like the 1 point per turn engine thing doesn't feel like it's actually going to work. I feel like that's just better. And then we put this boat back in deck, pull it out with... Actually, it's not guaranteed either, is it? It's looking more and more like we're going to be taking something for discards from deck, or from grave, rather. So for that reason, we put this back so we get armor on this one. Wow. Okay, that's alright. Look, we can chuck away, we take Burna, we chuck away 1 and 2. We gotta get that boat out there as soon as possible. Okay, Devotion, really good to know. They might have Junior. They might have Junior. Just take this for points right now. I don't think it really matters. Like, I don't have the pirates set up to really make that even better. Just played for the 9 points. But yeah, we're trying to get more value on the longship. We'll take the fleet next. We'll figure it out from there. Yeah, fleet goes next, then we'll take Fukusha. They played into Fukusha, though. Place bounty. They must have a way to finish that. They do, they do. I don't think I actually use this. Okay. So Jacques wait, what? This is round 3. Is it bugged? Does this... So they didn't... I must have missed where they got the coin. Okay. Yeah, it's not Devotion. That's right. There's that. Whatever. I think this game's just in a better spot than I initially thought it was. Here.
Sacrifices must be made on both sides. Stand before the
Good.
Queen of Skellige.
Good. Okay. That's what I was worried about. Now we just have like all the good stuff. Take this because it makes sense, and then next turn we'll try and get down the other boat and actually, you know, get some pings off things. 10? Okay, they get the coin back. We put a good amount. It just gives me 11 removal. So next up here we got Kelly. I just have to assume, right? Yeah, they've got the rat card back. I know it's going to be Kelly. So Squirrel is going to be good here. This can go. This is good, right? Put back. Probably that. Good. And then we can put back. Honestly, Triss sort of does the same thing, but we'll figure it out. Let's get boats going. Chances are they just go defender down and we kind of just lose it, but we'll see. Draw a unit of choice. We don't have Heatwave. What's the unit gonna be, you know? Play this first.
Oh, I sense trouble.
Do you think they get worried? They do. Unit of choice feels like it's gotta be
That might even be amusing.
it's gotta be Squirrel. Definitely getting slash. Okay. You know, this might be my pass though, guys. Yeah. Take away the value from that because they played it the second turn. Yeah. Ring of Favor, okay. I think that was a great time to pass. 23 plus that just to... Is it even good anymore when you do it that way? Because now if we just answer the defender, Heatwave to Kelly, it's over. They've got the one charge. Okay. This can go. It's good. And this one's looking kind of sad. Okay. That'll be what we throw. Wait. Okay. No, it's got to be Hammond. It's got to be Hammond to this one around. Because I can get through the defender. But we have to draw a unit of choice. We don't have special. They only have one card set up, though, for Sabbath. Actually, if they have an awkward hand and can't push me, I could take Triss, take Squirrel, and then that's done. Nithrol. Okay. They want me to push that back. Which is like the annoying part, you know? Do we have 2? We do have 2. I think I'm supposed to just take the Triss. Triss for the... Okay. We're gonna do this the, like, I think the proper way here. Put that back and we draw that, you know? Who's to say we're not gonna get Hammond still? But we gotta take Squirrel on that defender, because I don't want to be chewing through armor. This will bring it down to 4. It's still not enough. Elderbear is kind of weird. Yeah, it's got to be Fukusha, guys. We're getting steamrolled here. Wait, is it that or this? I think it's actually Coral. Yeah, definitely. It's ambitious to say, you know, we're gonna get, like, they're just gonna go for it, yeah, see? Three turns. Start pinging that down. I gotta get Terror of the Seas ready here, right? You think they have Osril? That's the last one. Kelly here feels kind of dumb.
Never have taken this contract.
They take Sabbath, they only have the one card, right?
When pigs fly, eh?
I think we take Burna, try and fix the hand up a little bit here. Nice. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that can go. Nice bleed though. Problem is they take back what? 6, 12, 18 for me. They get better engines on the trade. However, we do go first. Well, we just need Heatwave. That's it. We have a pretty good chance of pulling it too. Actually, we have straight up answers to Kelly. I think we just win the game. right? Because 7 here, plus whatever else we... Yeah. Yeah. So Heatwave is a win for sure. I think... still be nice to get everything. Like if I get Fleet, that's cool. We get Hammond, that's pretty cool too. Okay, we know we're pulling something good. Here, this goes back so we don't brick. And then this goes back because we can do better. Alright, we missed Hammond, we missed Heatwave, but honestly, it still feels okay. We'll take this. Pad that. Pad that, because these 3 are great plays. And then I think we just pad that still, so it sticks. We just float this now. Come on, play it. 1, 2, and 3. You've got it. You've got it. And then we've got the 1, 2, and 3. It's unfortunate they don't do anything for us. Forbidden? Just float 2 of them. Scorch. Imagine. There it is. They'll boost on the Kelly. And hopefully we lose one of these 6s. Honestly, like, it could be so bad. Is there a way to answer both of them in the same turn? Nine. That's unfortunate. Here, this is like a good trade. And then... dominance is gone. So, yeah, we'll hit it. We'll hit it. We just gotta get the fleet out there soon, because we have no direct control. So it'd be nice to have a couple extra pings. I don't think that they're Alyssa into whatever else. This actually does save us points. Here. Maybe they brick. Actually, doesn't really matter. We still give the bleeding. It's getting kind of close, guys. But 8 just feels pretty good, you know? 41. 2, 4, whatever else. Yeah, we're good. And next up here we got Nilfgaard Tactical Decision. And I'm starting to think that this could be Mill, right? They've got a stratagem here. So do we ever just not discard? The discards are the big points though. Maybe we look for good cards. You know what? I'm going to take the discards. Because if I win on even, then it doesn't matter if we have no cards left in our deck. We'll just try it. I think that they're like Operator. Instead of Golden Necker, I think it's going to be... Well, it could still be Operator. But Brathen's is going to be an Operator. Who knows? Maybe it's just some meta breaker deck. I don't know. I gotta say, guys, I'm gonna stop using this board though for decks that I play that have row effects, because this is very unclear to me. You know, if I'm dishing Rain or Frost, forget about this. Golden Necker first turn? Why do they just get a perfect one?
We follow Letho's lead.
That's funny. That just annoys me too. Like, it's all RNG based, you know? They're gonna use that. Just ruin everything. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna play salty here, actually.
Sacrifices for men's sake, one and all.
Book for what now? Decoy? For the Vilg? Or the... It's Vilg, right? Yeah, yeah.
Time to get our hands.
Okay. Sure. Is there anything else that I'd rather play? No, we're just gonna let that burn.
That might even be amusing.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
It's too bad, though. We got 3 turns of rain, and they're not gonna plan melee. It's the tough part about it.
Here's our chance.
Whatever. We're making this so easy for them.
Stand before the
I wonder if I can tempo pass here, though. Let's see. 1, 2, 4. They got 2 points, guys. Yeah, you know what? Here. I'm passing. There's no way. Even if they take Snowdrop Leader. Imagine I had 2 boats and I just killed Snowdrop.
You'll never get my rhymes out of your heads.
My men know the meaning of sacrifice.
They take some kind of thin, it's coming onto melee. Good. It turns back on the engine at least a little bit. And it's not enough points. Give me like an Athen or something so we can get a bit more value. You know what? Pirate? Let's take this here. They're gonna not be able to resist, obviously just taking vitality on that. And I think that that might be the push I'm looking for. Yeah, see?
Your attention, please. I shall now speak.
The longer they wait, actually, no. I don't think I pass under any circumstances here. I'm looking at it, and the reason why is because, look, 6 cards. We have to win. Like, we have to actually win this round on even. That's probably the best gutting slash I'll get. What else could they play, though? So many good cards gone. 1, 2, 3. On a past a mill. 15. I've got the perfect Morkvark though. It's just like, it might be too expensive. 32? Less the 1? Okay, so we do save it. Okay, so what's in deck? It's actually a lot of decent cards. Look, 1. We got that and that. Could probably do a bit better than this, though. That's not bad. What's left? Golds. This has to go then. If they mill once, they get card back. One, 2. I don't know the right answer. I'm not sure. I think worst case. Holy crap. That's annoying. That's kind of what we're hoping for here, right? We've got really good removal reach on like a Tibor. I guess they might have Mata. Yeah, it was probably a play-in, but if we played in, they'd still get a good Cantarella. And then if we didn't win the round, then we'd probably have nothing left for this round. So I think the pass is what I'm supposed to do. It's just not very comfortable either way when you play against this matchup. We've obviously lost a lot of good stuff early. Let's hope that they don't have a way. Well, it's Golden Necker, right? So we don't have to worry about... It's just Decoy is very good for the Vilgefortz play. Like, it's probably one of the best uses of Decoy in the game. They could take it on that too, knowing that it's going to be a long round of lots of points. If they don't, then it's going to add up quite quickly. I guess that's fine. I think my best bet is to try and get Bloodthirst 3 before I play something like the Raider, so that we can have Zeal. How many on this? 1? Yeah. So they play 1 more, maybe 2 more, and then we'll go and we'll play this boat. I gotta get a bit more value off this ship here. Why are they so keen on just getting rid of everything? I'm not taking anything back. The 2 leader charges we have access to make a big difference. So they might have here. Okay, so it would be Tibor for 13, 12 with the Junid. We got the 10-point Heatwave or 12-point Heatwave off a Golem. It's going to be a lot of point slams later on. That's going to be the boats, damn. They see the plan. But that's what I was worried about, so now I can float.
Very corpses. Feed our foes to the crabs while they still live.
We got to decide here. We're not going to do much better than that. So we'll take it. Right? We take this out with the Junned. We Heatwave whatever else. I think that's just the way to look at it. What do they have?
You will not regret this, good sir. There's nothing worse than a tepid.
We still take that every day. Assimilate value here. I'm terrified though that they have actually no, Canterell has been played. So even if they have location, they can't play Fukusha to take back the cracks. So we're doing pretty well with that. And let's just put points on their side, you know. I greatly regret hitting this instead of this because it's going to make our slash worse. Whoops. Actually, it's still one more point. If we break that and hit it for 6. It's going to be... I think they're going to come out with Mata next. Okay. Here.
Make me beg.
I forgot what they took. Jeez. I think it's just removing that. And just playing Mork.
Pray to your gods! They wouldn't dare cross me!
Hey, don't bloodthirst. That was an annoying game, guys.